She's a sweetheart.
Big SUV.
I do.
She really was unlikable.
The Ford Explorer with available class.
Well, she was untrustable, unlikable.
absolutely.
She was unable.
Right.
Undoable.
She was undoable.
Unable.
Unfuckable. Unable.
That's what Bill said.
Like Explorer, Edge, and Escape. Hurry.
We're up.
January 2nd, 2018. That's based on 2018. No buyers qualified for credit financing. 72 months.
Derail train was traveling 80 in a 30.
Yeah, I see that.
Why?
He's a union guy.
On its maiden voyage.
No, it wasn't
No.
Yeah.
There wasn't a maiden.
You're
What did I
fake
just-
newsing us.
No,
You're
I
fake
just-
newsing
They
us.
were seeing how fast they could do. They were something like
I
that.
just heard.
So
that
he
on
was
radio.
doing it on. He was doing it because the people above said it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they were.
He was going faster than 30 because he was told to.
I don't know. No. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Are you sure it wouldn't make? I heard that on the news.
Fake news. We heard it on the fake news channel.
No, I heard it on this news channel.
What do you think will be our next president?
The way we're
They were
going.
up, Tom.
Hillary. You'll
I
finally
don't-
get your way.
I don't, no. Oh, no. Don't ever say that. I never wanted her.
You wanted her over Trump.
No, I did not. You liar. I
Okay.
did not.
Okay.
What? Who told you that, Mark?
It was an assumption, I think.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it could have been that phone call where, ha, Hillary's going to
That's
win.
because that's what I thought. It had nothing to do with my. You know, I didn't want that. I voted for Trump.
You know how shitty the world would be right now?
Oh, if Hillary.
You know,
I wouldn't be up fucking
Absolutely.
60% in the market this year. The fucking unemployment rate would be, everything would be
Oh,
different.
I agree.
It would be a whole different fucking world.
You know, she had to be the most flawed candidate that has ever come up. Either on either
Well,
side ever.
North Korea
Listen,
would be a...
Okay, can we all be honest here? Any other candidate with Trump's record for what he said in the past, what he's done, for his all of that, you gotta admit people overlooked all that stuff. I mean, look at the thing that was recorded. You know, I grabbed her by the snatch.
We talked about that. People talk that way, man. It's fucking
no,
locker
but I
room
mean,
talk. He
but I'm
didn't do
saying
it.
that it would hurt any other candidate
I don't know. Bill Clinton got a blowjob in office.
in office.
Yeah.
But that
And then he got reelected.
Yeah. I don't know. I give up on.
No, I think that was he didn't get reelected after that.
Well, he could have got reelected.
Well, he got impeached.
Fair enough.
I mean, they went through an impeachment.
no, they didn't actually do.
He didn't
it.
get impeached.
No, nobody
Yeah,
got
they
impeached.
did, but they did not start the actual procedure.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I don't think they did.
No, he went through the actual
I thought they did.
deal.
I'm pretty sure they did.
They had to have 60 votes, though, right? The impeachment's not a 50-50.
No, but the process, was he actually in
Yeah.
the impeachment? Look it up.
And I think he was in the process. It didn't go through.
Well, they didn't. Yeah, he wasn't impeached.
No.
Maybe he was, you know?
No.
I started typing in was C. And as soon as I typed
No,
in was
honest
C,
God,
it
that
put
happened.
was Clinton impeached.
When that happens,
He wasn't.
it's remarkable sometimes, the predictability.
December 19th, 1998.
You know,
There were impeachment hearings?
After nearly 14 hours of debate, the House of Representatives approves 2 articles of impeachment
Oh,
against
okay.
President
All
Trump.
right. Wow.
Lying under oath and obstructing justice.
Wow.
It's
It
never the
depends
crime.
what is.
It's never the crime.
It depends on what your definition of is.
Well, sex is not sex.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. What is happening in your life? This is, I'm not somewhere too busy and running around like crazy, whatever it is. As we get toward the end of the year, people reflect, right? We like reflecting as well. Today, all we have in the house today are all us chickens. We got Suzanne on the phones. We got Mark Major over here. Deputy Dan, been lied to, cheated, or ripped off. We solve your problems. No charge for our services. That's because we're supported by wonderful advertisers on this show and on referralist.com. But unlike any other form of advertising, we truly background check and monitor and continually give consumers a recourse. It's the only real advertising with accountability. So, All you have to do is call to get help. We were talking about Christmas gifts the other day. I lost the discussion. I had a disagreement with Mark, and I lost. I flat out lost.
You must get so used to saying that.
Emails and comments were widely in favor of vacuum cleaners being suitable gifts for birthday. For the holidays, for Christmas, and then also as an aside, I said birthday or Valentine's Day.
I liked how you took the argument to that level, too. We were talking a Christmas gift, and next thing you know, I'm arguing Valentine's Day.
No, let me tell you why.
It would be a horrible Valentine's Day gift.
But let me tell you why I did that. And, okay, let's take Valentine's Day out of it. The reason I took it out of it is because the distinction I was trying to make is I believe that Christmas and Valentine's and those kinds of days are more personal or intimate gifts. Now, I don't mean diamonds necessarily or, lingerie. I just mean more personal. And I thought that a vacuum would be kind of weird for a present. Now, I don't think that it's a weird thing to give as a gift. I think it's wonderful as a family thing. Like if you came home one day and say, honey, look what I bought, something like that. But I thought as a personal gift for Christmas, it wouldn't be that great. But I think the emails must have run probably 50 to 5, if even that many, who said that it was unacceptable. Most people said, it's a great gift, I would not be insulted, I would love to get a vacuum. But the reason I threw in Valentine's Day and birthday is that I was thinking personal. But to be fair, let's just take Valentine's Day out of it and birthdays, and let's just say, for a Christmas gift, what do you think about it? And people said they loved it. So we don't even have to discuss it. But what I do think we need to do is discuss what are unacceptable gifts. I would like to hear from people. I think a lot of men wait till the last minute to shop. Some men don't even shop. Their wives literally go out and buy stuff and say, honey, this is what you bought me. I'll even wrap it up and put it under the tree. It's happened. I've talked to at least 5 men who've told me that happens. So I want to know, from a woman's perspective especially, what's a bad gift? Because I don't want to make mistakes. I don't think I'm particularly a great gift giver, but my problem is I don't know. Even for my children, I really don't know what to buy. How do you figure out what to get?
Oh, my kids, my God, they just tell me. It's very straightforward. There's no guessing. Whether or not I get it for them separate. Sometimes I'll give Suzanne, have you ever done this? I'll give her like coupons that I make to where she can give me a back rub at any time and use one of the coupons.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of coupons. I think they're cool. Like a coupon for house cleaning or a coupon for a massage or a coupon. I think that, but not the way Mark said, a coupon so you can give him a massage. I think he has it the other way around. But wouldn't it be cool to have a coupon that you can cash in for something like, that would be cool. That is a cool idea. So anyway, I, by the way, have done no shopping, 0, and I normally don't until the final few days. That's the way I am. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
I still thought it was amazing that in your household, if you wanted to hide $1 million, you would hide it under the vacuum cleaner.
Isn't he mean? That's because...
He likes to stir the pot, Tom.
I know. And that was just a joke about, in general, something I heard. It doesn't apply to me. 303-713-8255. Okay, there must be something. Now, obviously, like when Stephanie was on, she goes, Tom, it's the thought. If you think of something and you really think, wow, this would be nice. If somebody truly believes this is a good gift, it would be terrible to insult them if they gave you something that you truly did not need. Like children do that with their parents many times. They give a gift, and it's from their heart, but you look at it and you kind of chuckle a little, like, oh man, this is ugly, or I'll never wear this. So, Jan, what's going on in your life? Our number is 303-713-TALK. What's going on, Jan?
Well, I want to thank you for some help that you gave me that I'm not even sure you're aware of. I called a few weeks ago, and the girls, I was upset and didn't want to come on the air, and the girls hooked me up with Kevin, who did some auto repair work for me.
Right.
got me back on the road, and
they're we have them on our referral list, and of course we don't charge charities to be on a referral list. If they're a great charity and if they do great stuff for people, we put them up there and try to get people to go. And R12 you're talking about, right? R12 Charities?
Yes.
What a great idea it is. They're basically a nonprofit organization that provides automotive repair and maintenance to those in need. Think about that. What a wonderful idea. And what did they do? What did they do for you, Ann?
It's Jan, but that's okay.
Oh, okay, Jan. I'm sorry, my fault. Jan, what did they do for you?
They did a radiator and a couple other things, which I honestly don't even know what they were, that the mechanic said were needed. And it was enough between that and a friend of mine that got me situated so I could get back on the road. And like I say, I can't thank you enough. And things go on behind the scenes that people don't even know that you folks do. And that's really important because you can really feel proud of your staff.
I'm happy, Jan, that worked out for you. We have so many partners in the community we work with to help others, and we appreciate R12. If you ever want to give to a good cause, r12charities.org. It's a 501(c)(3). They do low-cost or no-cost maintenance and repair for those in need. Isn't it a great idea? Someone else we partner with, and it's Bible Baptist Church. It's East Denver Bible Baptist Church. They feed people, the homeless. They have a food bank, and they have clothing. They do this kind of year-round, but the organized meals are Thanksgiving, and then they give meal baskets Christmas time. They need turkeys for the boxes. They make Christmas boxes. They need unwrapped Christmas gifts. They need anything like Christmas stockings or things to put in stockings. And if you want to volunteer to drive people on Christmas Day, Sunday, they could use your help. Isn't that Sunday, Christmas? No, wait. He's saying
Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Sunday, he said. Well, he means Christmas Eve, right? Is that right, Suzanne? That's what this note says.
It's gotta
Yes.
be.
So he needs help driving people on Sunday. If you want to help drive, if you want to help deliver boxes, they also can use wrapping paper, tape, and ribbon. Now, Pastor Richmond and Kathleen, his wife, dedicate themselves to this church. Pastor Richmond, Lauren, he works full-time. In addition to this, he works with a secular job. He's the real deal, as I say. All of your money goes to the intended cause. Please help out. If you want to do something special this Christmas, help this church. They help those in need, those who are homeless, those who are destitute. He really does a great job. 303-916-3246. You may want to help drive. You know, we've done that. Mark and I and our kids, we've had a great time with him. 303-916-3246. That's 916-3246. Cindy, what's going on with your medical billing? Cindy?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, Tom?
Yes. What's going on with your medical billing?
Okay, I'll make this as quick as I can. In December 2016, I had 5 surgeries. The last one was December 28th. I was in the operating room under general anesthesia when this nurse showed up in the operating room, unbeknownst to me, who was not approved on my insurance as a participating provider.
But you went to a providing facility, a facility in your network, right?
Yes, and I made it very,
No, it doesn't. You don't have to. You were in network at the facility. What about your doctor?
Yes, he was, and he knew very well everybody had.
And what kind of nurse? Was it a nurse anesthetist? Oh, I hate that word.
No.
Anesthetist? Anesthetist. No, thank you.
No.
Say anesthetist. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
He was a surgical assistant.
A surgical assistant. All right.
Yep. And he just showed up, and now he's sending me a bill. He waited until February to bill me.
How much?
$314.
All right.
Isn't it odd we keep getting these?
Yeah. Hold on a second, all right? Let's get Integra Insurance on, because we are in open enrollment, and we should talk about that, too. That's very important. So let's get them on. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Speaking of health, if you want a hearing aid, a new smart hearing aid, even if you're not sure, call to get lined up for the $1,000 off. Please call them. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. Call them. Because if you call for a hearing evaluation, there is no obligation at all to buy, but if you do buy and you get in, you'll get $1,000 off. We've been doing 10 slots a day, and the manufacturer gives us 10 a day, or not every day. We don't know when it'll end. This is true. So today we have 10 more, and they are compatible with the Android or with the iPhone. Wonderful hearing aids that work both with both phones, but with tinnitus. They help with tinnitus to mask the sound. And when I say mask, it's not like a noise. It does a wonderful job of almost tricking the brain to where it doesn't hear it anymore. I use them. They're great. And then they also help with hearing loss. But even if you don't have tinnitus, they're great hearing aids. Find out more. Just call and find out. If you get an evaluation and then you decide to buy $1,000 off, and remember, this is the only place that does free, no-obligation test drives, so you can try them out before you buy them. I love Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. They're dedicated to helping people for years. I've known them for years and years. 303-534-0163. 534-0163.
When you say those hearing aids interface with the iPhone,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I understand that procedure or process.
Well, first of all, you can take.
Aside from a couple of minor blips of slowing on the
You
highway,
can take,
drive,
you can
for the most
control
part,
the
you're
volume
going
and all
to
that.
be as you hit the
And
highway.
you can take phone calls and hear them through your hearing
On the
aids.
south end,
Oh,
on
they
the
Bluetooth to hearing aid.
470s,
Okay,
the
that's-
University, all the way
makes
to
sense.
Colorado. Once you get past that, you should be in good shape. I-25
Cool.
looking fairly decent downtown. A little bit of slowing on northbound on the ramp to westbound 6th Avenue. Otherwise, travel across town looking good. For more real-time traffic updates on your route, download the new Total Traffic app powered by Traffic Karma. The weather forecast: sunny today with a high near 55. Tonight, partly cloudy overnight with a low 31. Right now, mostly cloudy and 46. With your traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner. 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life. You've been taking care of business all year, so let Office Depot Office Max take care of you. Treat yourself to great deals on tech and furniture, like maybe a new laptop, or replace that squeaky chair. You deserve it. Office Depot Office Max, taking care of business.
Ideal Home Loans. For your next ideal home loan,
I have a couple of really good customer service heroes that Bill on Ford down Colorado Springs.
and they will pick a loan.
That guy bent over backwards to take care of this
For
guy.
example, if you're approved,
And the lady from VA.
means you can get a loan.
Great.
But with Ideal Home Loans, they go beyond
Really?
the approval. With
Do you have any follows you want to talk about?
Yeah, a couple, at least two of them. And she's got that one, that guy that had that GPS
They also have the
that was stolen.
loan. You may not want to
His name was-
Yes, and he bought one that was stolen.
Yeah,
Can you
PayPal.
get it activated?
Yeah, PayPal would get.
But was it really stolen?
Oh yeah, it was really stolen, and they actually caught the guy. Somehow it was he was trying to sell it through a. It was a. I'm sorry, it was a pawnbroker that put it on, listed it on eBay, and the guy that brought it in, they had all his information.
So what did they do for him?
Well, for some reason, he's got all but $189 back, and that he won't get that back until they finish the investigation because they.
PayPal?
Yeah. PayPal, I called them up and they issued the check within an hour of me calling.
So why the money being held?
We don't know. They're saying it's because they're still in the investigation because the seller's claiming it wasn't stolen.
Please remain calm or dash
I mean,
away
the police
to the
report
web
it was.
at
I don't know how they're going to get around that.
Sisters Lynn and Michelle are
We had a
technicians
guy
and
that
others.
bought a little
Merry
van down
Christmas
Colorado
to
Springs.
all from us all here
And
at
he thought
Brothers.
it had a roof rack of floor mats and all this stuff in it. Actually, they have the pictures they sent me when they took it in that didn't have any of the stuff on it. But they stepped up and gave them all of it. They said a customer is worth keeping no matter what it costs them. Really, really good.
Boats coming up.
It's
only down to, what, 40 boys, so?
Softest pajamas are lighter than a cloud, softer than a bunny, like cashmere.
The boat's coming up on what?
They sold the chicken farm.
Softest pajamas feel, and you'll love
Chicken feed is not chicken feed, they found out.
They went with a different hot dog in the front.
longer. The world's softest pajamas are available only at pajamagram.com. Visit today and give her a gift that keeps on giving to both of you.
Plus, you don't even have to wrap because every pajamagram includes free gift packaging and Christmas delivery is where
This one
you
yet. Oh, I got a real zero here too.
come or call 1
I didn't read that either. I seen that. But her own dogs, right? Were the pit bulls?
For the new year, win a brand new 2018
Bulldogs. Well, pit bulldogs.
full throttle giveaway at Isle Casino Hotel Blackhawk. This new
What happened?
one person will win a new sports car.
2 pit bulls ate their owner, parent.
They ate them or mauled them?
Ate. Eating her. Right out of her rib cage.
Really?
That's what it says.
Back in the 80s, do you know, ever heard of
Eric was way behind.
Doubleheader Road up 285?
Owed a lot of money to the IRS.
Anyway, a guy up there had 2 pit bulls that ate a little 12-year-old girl.
When Optimus Prime got involved,
Yeah, but this is completely different.
This is her own dog.
Unless if something else killed her, she had a heart attack, the dogs didn't know what to do.
Eric's problem. And now my dad is
Dogs ate somebody?
What happened? This 22-year-old woman, her 2 pit bulls ate her in the woods.
75 800 960
They tore her apart?
Honest analysis
Ate her.
in the
They
afternoon.
found the dogs literally eating her.
From Michael Brown.
So fake news matters? Yes, fake news matters because fake news is just a
I'm not a
new
pit
word.
bull fan, but all these scars on my left hand are
On 630 K.
There's nothing left. I think she died out there, then the dogs ate her. I mean, you just never hear the dogs turn on their owner. Not to me.
Got a little Hank, little Drake, a little something.
Hi, Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Well, let's talk. We get this all the time. I went to an in-network provider. There was a nurse in there, not in-network. A surgical assistant. He charges me now $314. I don't have the money. I don't understand this. John Jones with Integra Insurance Group.
Good morning, Tom.
Hi, John. John, we hear this all the time, and there's a law that addresses this, and it basically says if you're in-network and you go to an in-network facility and people go in there, they all have to take what's in-network. Is that right?
That is correct, sir.
Then why do so many doctors, nurses, and other people, John, try to send bills out? Is there any repercussions just for trying to screw the people over?
Well, what Mark just asked, they try to get payment. Is that against some kind of ethics to do that when they know they shouldn't?
I don't know the answer to that one, Tom. It's just we keep running into it over and over again. So I think a lot of
what should she do? What should she do? Cite the law?
Yeah, I would definitely go back and I will email her that information as soon as we get off the air. And it's 1016-705 is that particular statute.
Okay. So, Cindy, are you listening? Sydney.
So
okay, hold on a sec, John.
Go to the Division of Insurance, which we also will email. Then I would contact the anesthesiologist.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Cindy, did you hear what John just said?
I heard there's a lot of crosstalk.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
It scares me. Let me just say this. He just threatened to send me to the collection agency.
Let's call the guy. Let's explain to this guy what the law is then.
Okay. Now, here's the deal, though. He may not have been paid anything yet. Isn't that possible that he wasn't paid yet through your plan? I don't know how. John, how do they...
He wouldn't have been paid through the plan because he's billing her as out of network.
Yep. Exactly.
Hold on. What are you talking about, Suzanne?
Well, Hawk called in last week, and he talked with John Jones, and my follow-up from there was if it's a self-funded plan, that bill does not apply? It's my understanding, but I don't understand the self-funded plans.
You mean the law does not apply?
Correct.
What is a self-funded plan, John?
That's exactly, I mean, technically he's responsible. He's responsible for all the bills initially. You know, he had a group plan when I was talking with Casey last week.
You're talking about the other guy now?
The other gentleman that called in last week.
Right.
So what we did, you know, in talking with Casey, we had him call the insurance carrier. And that's when the insurance carrier said, technically it's your responsibility because your group plan is self-funded, which means you're responsible for those initial bills. Then we had him call the anesthesiologist. He's still trying to work things out with that anesthesiologist, And he did call the division insurance on these self-funded too. And the
okay,
DOI did
so the
tell him.
self-funded plan does not follow the same requirements.
Apparently not.
Okay, define a self-funded plan for me.
Apparently, a self-funded is, when these large carriers, and I have no idea how big of the group that Casey was in, but it's basically his particular plan. They're self-funding those smaller bills, so to speak. So it's his responsibility, that initial bill that came in. So he's trying to work it directly with the anesthesiologist, direct now, to see if that person will bring down his charges. So I guess, Cindy, are you on an individual plan or are you on a group plan?
Okay, I went through all this. And
are you on a group plan or an individual plan?
I called my insurance, Cigna, and the company I work for is self-funded. So
Okay.
they tell me I'm basically too bad.
That's right. That's true. It is. That's why he's billing you.
Isn't it amazing that no one in this day and age knows what the hell's covered and not with health insurance?
No.
It's horrible.
It is horrible.
It's crazy. So, Cindy, the only thing, like with Casey, Hawk, I'd strongly recommend talk to that anesthesiologist.
Yeah, let's...
I want to ask John Jones. He does my insurance. John, am I self-funded?
Yeah, how do we know?
How about Tom? Is
You're
his?
an individual health care plan.
How about
Sure, you have
Tom's?
your deductible to be met.
What am I with this new MediShare?
Well, that's with MediShare now. That's more of a health sharing co-op.
So
you still have your annual household portion, which is your deductible that you would be responsible for.
But is it considered self-funded?
No.
Okay. So here's the deal, Mark. The answer is you don't know.
You call John.
You call John. I mean, this health insurance industry, the whole health industry is crazy. And it was all, and I don't want to blame it all on Obamacare either. It was screwed up before Obamacare. And listen, I applaud Obama and those people for trying to do something. But they didn't do it. At least they addressed it, Mark. They didn't do a good job, but they addressed it. The system was broken. It was, and it still is.
It's way worse, but it doesn't matter. It sucks. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
So, Cindy, you have to pay the bill. You're responsible for it. I don't really know any way around that. You're responsible for it. That's the way it is. So try to negotiate with them or make payments or something. What's a bad gift, Susan? What's a bad gift, Susan? Susan?
Hey, let me get you off the speaker.
Good, thank you. Get Susan for me. I heard the dog. I heard two dogs. Yeah, there's a big dog and there's a little dog. What else?
A lot of dogs, Tom.
Susan?
Where does she live?
She lives up
Like
north,
at the
like
Max Fund?
Montana or
Hey,
something.
Susan!
Back in Denver with my kids.
Susan!
Sounds like she's at the Dumb Friends
okay,
League.
so, I can't do this. So just ask her if she'll hold. I tried to talk to her. I tried to talk to her. So we're done. We're going to have some open lines coming up. 303-713-TALK. Is she on there right now? Okay, let me just take her really quickly. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, I'm just getting you off speaker.
Okay, thank you. What's a bad gift?
A bad gift is something you think you like. A good gift is pay attention, and if you know your people, you know what they want, not what you want.
So have you ever had an example of someone who bought you something that they wanted? Like if I bought something like a TV that I really wanted but called it a gift for my wife. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not interested in yes. But know what I want. Then if I want a vacuum and I see this cool vacuum and I want it, it's a good gift.
Would floor coverings be a gift, people? Because if so, then Simply Floors Inc. has you covered. And I'm making this transition. I don't even think it's an odd one. I think if you gave your wife something like a beautiful redecorated something or other, or floor coverings, I think that would be a cool gift. I don't think it would be necessarily a Christmas gift. Well, it could be, not a birthday gift. Anyway, Simply Floors Inc. Remember that. Inc. means incorporated. Buddy Mitchell went into business with one thing in mind. I can do it bigger and better than the big guys and still save people money. What I mean by that is he has a showroom, 52nd Ward. He has designers that help people coordinate everything, and he has salespeople. But what you do is go online and make your own appointment. They show up at your house. They give you a small presentation. You decide what you want. They give you prices up front, and those prices won't change once they measure, and then you have a deal. Or you can go to 52nd and Ward and do that first and then make an in-home appointment. Whatever you want to do, you'll save 30 to 40% on hardwoods, laminates, luxury vinyl tile, carpets, because he has low overhead and simply less profit. It's that simple. SimplyFloorsInc.com.
So you understand what a self-funded is, then, Mark, right?
No. You're kidding, right?
Yeah. Well, so a big company, like my old company, Schlumberger, they self-funded. They paid for all the things, but they hired Cigna to do the administrative.
But who funds it?
Schlumberger.
So they literally take their own money,
yes,
and they invest it, and they take care of it.
Yes.
They got to be crazy.
Yes.
So if somebody gets cancer and has a $1 million
or they only do it up to catastrophic,
and they might have like that.
and then they turn around and book it out.
But a lot of big companies
catastrophic.
do that because the insurance
just like
is
FedEx,
more expensive.
Just like FedEx.
Exactly. I'm sure FedEx
A lot of insurance companies have reinsurance. They cover up to they cover up to a certain amount themselves, and then so it's just like that.
But a lot of big companies self-fund.
And then they reinsure.
Well, same with automotive.
Now, why is this rule different for self-funded versus insured?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why is the rule?
Because they're not technically an insurance company, I would guess.
But they use insurance company to do the administrative work. They use a Cigna or whatever.
It's under the.
Explore your options at a true medical regenerative clinic. Centennial Schultz, 303-963.
Remember, if you use an insurance company for everything, they're charging, they want their profit.
And on my referral list at referrallist.com.
I was shocked at how regulated the insurance companies are by the insurance commission.
Yeah, but you know what? They are and they aren't, though, because people get fucked all the time.
Well, yeah, a lot of them let themselves. But if you have an injury,
Did you say something? I was on the phone. Did you say something over the monitor? Just now. I was on the phone, so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I'm not for you. Like, I don't think I said anything to you specifically. No.
Oh, okay.
You got that note about Matty?
I'm going to call Matty.
He said he can't stay on hold very long.
Okay, I'll tell Tom.
So.
Did you get a new furnace recently?
Me?
Yeah.
No, why?
I was just wondering.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out if I want.
I bought two of them last.
Did you get modulating?
Yes.
No, you want a modulating. If you're going to get a furnace, just get a modulating.
Instead of just a two-stager, huh?
Yeah, it's not much more.
No, they're not much more.
And it's worth it.
They
modulation.
They come on real
If it's
soft.
for your home and you're going to be there a while, get a modulating.
They come on. The fan comes on real slow. You don't.
It's volume control.
Well, not only that, the main thing is the burner can go from 15% up to 100.
What I want to tell you is, you know,
it's a volume.
Yeah, volume as opposed to a switch. Less.
Yeah,
more.
two stages, either 40% or 100. Yeah. This literally will go from 15%, which is a little, all the way up.
Yeah, there are some multi-stages they experimented with, but this one is truly
the fan and the gas valve.
Yeah. So it'll go.
Yeah, we bought one of those. I bought a cheap one for the cabin. It's just but it was still a 90% or 95%. There's a pretty good.
And the pricing isn't that different, actually.
No.
Yeah, so I'm talking to Clint here, and he says, when I was a tugboat pilot, no, I'm just kidding.
That'd be pretty good.
Maybe. There's something bizarre that in a prior life or something, every time the movie comes on, I can tell you where we're at.
What do you mean?
If it's Tunisia, I can tell you it's Tunisia. I don't know
the
why.
Movie?
Huh?
The movie?
Yeah, and a movie comes on, and I can tell you what city it is or where it is, and I'm almost 99% right. And it's about places I've never been.
Fake news, no way. I'm going to bring up a movie right now, and you're going to tell me where it is.
You can ask my wife.
Are you saying where it was filmed at?
Yeah,
or,
where it was filmed at.
Or where it actually is supposed to have been?
No, where the filming is taking place.
Hollywood. That's
well,
90%.
Yeah, back in those days. Nowadays, they're...
Okay, here's
well,
one.
I actually have to see the scenes, though, but I might be able to figure it out.
But how can you tell?
Dumb and Dumber.
How can you tell?
Well, someone was in Colorado.
Yeah, where? God, I love when he runs off the tarmac. Wait, I'm a limo driver.
A mountain ski town.
They're going to Aspen, but they don't film it in Aspen.
Yeah, it was a mountain ski town, but I don't think, it was.
I think they filmed it in Breck. I'm not sure, though, actually.
Or maybe Vail, because they got that big runway. Or Eagle Vail.
That's not 55%. My God, man. We'd all be dead.
Not dead.
That would mean North Korea. Remember when Daphne came in and said, we just bombed North Korea?
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Century RV, buy an RV for the family. That would be a great gift. Century RV has expanded into Lakewood from, they're still at the 119 turnoff. They're still there. That's up in Longmont. What a beautiful facility up there on 119 and I-25. But the good thing about the Lakewood facility, it's indoors. It's a big 30,000 square foot place, and it's on 6th Avenue, just north of 6th Avenue, okay? Between Kipling and Sims. It's right near Woodley's, and they have the largest selection of used RVs. They're open weekends and Saturday, just Saturday on the weekends, and then all week. So it's weekdays and Saturday, 8 to 6. You can also call, find out more, 303-453-1111. They have camper trailers under 10 grand, brand new. And they have a full service department, which is important, at their North location. They're the whole deal. I really, really like that you can get them serviced up north, because so many people don't know where to go for reliable RV servicing. Not just the engine, but I'm talking about the house part of it. Century RV, now in Lakewood as well, 303-453-1111, centuryrv.com. So Mark has a question. Oh, it dropped off. People, have a little patience. I promise you I'll get to you as soon as I can. Chris, go ahead. Make my day.
Well, let's see. This gift would probably be worse for a woman than a man. But,
what is it?
Buying a Weight Watchers membership.
Oh, that would be
terrible.
Now that would be a terrible gift. I think everyone agrees to that.
That would rank up there with breath mints.
Oh yeah, or Scope.
What about a gym membership?
Now that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. Would you? Do you think?
No, if you wanted a gym membership, it would be great.
Okay, Susan, what's going on? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I get the sense around holidays people are more laid back. They kind of put everything off till, let's deal with it next year. I think that it's a really nice time of year for that reason. People seem to be in nice laid back moods. What's going on, Susan?
Okay, I had a question about, we were given a pool table, one that would come from a bar. You know, it has a coin return and stuff in it.
With a slate top, a real slate.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. We got the slate downstairs. We did it. But I can't figure out how to get the main frame down.
Well, the rest of it comes apart, too.
The legs come off. The legs come off.
We got the legs off, but the frame itself is very heavy.
It's that heavy, huh? Have you ever... Okay, you know, I've navigated most everything with heavy blankets, or there's new sliders. Do you have carpet floors?
The stairs are carpeted. We got it to the door. We got it in the garage. We got it to the door.
Now, it's going to be dangerous, but what were you going to say, Clint? Were you a mover at one time?
No, but I moved a couple of these.
Right.
It still has all the change equipment in it, right?
Right.
A lot of that stuff can take out, and you're
make it lighter.
It'll make it a lot lighter.
If it was lighter, would it still get down there?
Will it physically fit?
I think it will if we tip it on its side.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Susan, why don't you? Do you have some friends that can help? This is what's dangerous.
That's what we've been trying.
This is what's dangerous.
I'm not doing it myself.
No, but on the staircase, what's dangerous are the people on the downside of the staircase, because it'll start sliding down those stairs, and if it's heavy, I would definitely get some kind of anchor rope around it or secure it so it won't just slide all the way down. But as far as moving it, if it's just you and your husband, that's going to be difficult. Is that what it is?
No, I'm not doing it. No, it's my daughter, and she got a friend to help her who was a wrestler get the flight down there, but we don't have them now.
It's amazing you got that down there.
I did.
This is about 300 pounds.
Yeah, but don't they usually, it's two pieces, and those bar ones are...
Some of them they are, you're right, and they're waxed together.
Oh, wow, one piece.
This is a one-piece flight.
That's going to be easier for leveling.
So we got it down there.
I mean, you know, when you set this up, if it's not level, it'll be a terrible, terrible...
When we moved from Castle Rock, we had to take the window out to get one of our sectionals out of the basement.
Really?
Yeah, and you know what?
American get it in there.
American Furniture, when they delivered it, got it in, but the movers couldn't, and it was quicker to literally take the window out and put it in and out.
Now, when you say the window, you mean the glass frame part?
Everything. They pulled the entire frame. The siding, the whole window came out. They put the couch through and put it back together.
Like you're talking about your rough framing was behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
They did all that in 45 minutes after spending 2 hours trying to figure out how to get it upstairs.
So, hold on. Susan, you need manpower for sure, no matter what.
For sure.
Tom,
I can send over the muscle.
Go ahead. What?
Dan, the people we had come in, we got one partway downstairs and was stuck. It wouldn't turn the corner.
You're talking about the whole table?
The pool table, yeah. And we got piano movers in there. They have the dollies.
Yeah, that's another issue we're wondering about.
Yeah, piano movers do move them, and they have the correct stuff to do it.
You know, we got amazing moves on the referral list. They could probably do it.
Well,
they're not going to charge that much.
Yeah, they're great people. So, and you know, this is what's sorry about the moving industry. There are so many bad companies out there.
Right.
And we, honest to God, right now, only have one company that we considered qualified for the referral list right now. Now, and that's Amazing Moves. Now, for interstate moves, we have John. We want to get Johnson Moving and Storage on because I knew Mark Johnson.
We're
years
working
ago.
on them.
I'm trying to. I've known him for years. They're a great family-run company. But Susan, if somebody has any ideas, by the way, where are you located, Susan?
Erie.
Erie. Okay.
The only one with muscles in Erie.
Well, let's try to help you.
Take my phone number.
Okay, yeah, we're going to do that off the air. Now, Susan, we'd like to, I'd like to try to get you some help. Is it one flight of stairs down to the basement, right?
Yes.
Are they steep stairs?
No.
And is there a railing?
Yeah, which you could take off if you had to.
No, but are there walls on each side? Do you have to turn any corners?
There is a corner at the bottom.
A landing?
But I'm thinking if we...
Is there a landing is what I'm asking.
No, no landing. It's just straight down to the basement.
Straight down, but once you get down there, you have to turn?
Turn to the right, yeah.
Can you take a picture of your staircase and down from standing upstairs?
Okay.
So you have a skateboard.
And then, hold on, take a picture. Do me a favor. Take a picture of the doorway and then going downstairs, what it looks like going downstairs, a wide shot, and then get a picture of the frame for me. We'll see what we can do to get you some help. Hey, what we say, cash merchandise saves refunds and services and a liver, and now piano moving. I don't know. We've helped people do crazy stuff before. We have a follow-up here. Margie. Marie, sorry.
Yes, how you doing?
That's right. Now I remember you, Marie. You bought a GPS, and it turned out to be stolen, so you could not get it activated. You bought it on... Did you buy it on eBay?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it was for a John Deere.
And he used it for PayPal. I mean, he used PayPal, so we put Deputy Clint on it. What did you find out, Deputy Clint? Why was he having such a hard time?
The seller was trying to claim it wasn't stolen, although there was a police report on that clearly was.
Did the seller sound like a crook to you?
I never talked to the seller. Marie, was it the pawn shop that actually was selling it?
No, the pawn shop sold it to the guy in Nebraska that I bought it from.
Okay.
So,
see, and that could be that it's not stolen, but the guy that pawned it is pissed off and reported it stolen. That happens sometimes.
So what's the follow-up? What happened?
So, Deputy Clint, you contacted PayPal. They paid immediately, right?
They paid immediately, but there's still a little bit outstanding, and I'm still uncertain as
why
to what
are they withholding $180?
Well, that I do not know. The email they sent me said that they were able to get me $6,117.
I know.
I'm working on the rest, but I cannot guarantee that I'll get it. So
maybe it's shipping. Maybe that's part of the insurance. That could be anything.
At least he got the majority. He got a big majority back. But Clint is still working on it. He is still working on it. This is terrible when you buy something like that and you end up.
Yeah, but 6,100 back, that's great.
No.
I mean, this guy was looking at nothing.
That's a lot.
Good work,
of
Dan.
Very. Deputy Clint, what do you mean? Deputy Dan's just sitting there. He's doing the video, though. Deputy Dan, I don't know. You've been taking it easy lately. Do you have any, on a serious note, do you have any follow-ups, Dan?
No, I don't right now.
Okay. Clint, do you have any other follow-ups other than that one? I know you've been working on a few. Anything?
One of them I want to talk about. By the name of Ray Abeta bought a van down at Phil Long Ford in Colorado Springs.
Right.
The roof rack, the floor mats.
Right. Something was wrong.
There was stuff missing.
He was promised, he said.
Yeah, he was promised.
But he didn't have it in writing, did he?
It wasn't on the WEO.
There was no WEO statement. So what happened?
No, and the salesman quit and everything else. You know, I called down there, and Phil Long Ford down there, a guy by the name of Mark Barton, who's the general manager, they know how to take care of their customers. They do have great customer service. He stepped up and says, a customer is so valuable, I will pay for all of it and fix all of it for him.
Wow, that is good news. Really good news. Love to hear stuff like that. Listen, the holiday season for a lot of you mean office parties. Please do not drink and drive. So why am I going to tell you about a criminal defense attorney? Because many of you will drink and think you can calculate properly and you'll be off. The best thing to do is just have a designated driver or use an Uber or Lyft app. But Joseph Lazara is there to help you, even if you are innocent, falsely accused, or if you just made a stupid mistake. Joe Lazara doesn't judge you. He just helps you through this system, which is very complicated. For a DUI or any other criminal offense, Joseph A. Lazara. He's on my referral list at referralist.com. His number is 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200.
This report is.
Well, okay.
Okay, what does inaugural mean? Is that it
was the first time on a new route.
Okay.
The train was not.
I said something different. I said what
Virgin on route.
something like that.
What are we talking about?
This train crashed. They're doing 80 and a 30-mile-an-hour
We're
curve.
trying to do not a record, but see how fast it was going to go from Portland to.
Mark, you should read some of these comments. They're cool. I'm going to read some of them.
Where are they? You mean the old ones?
Our video.
I said it's maiden voyage.
Maiden.
If it's an inaugural.
Yeah, but it wasn't the
like
train.
new tracks or
it was
train
it was just a new section of track.
Oh, okay. Well, they used the word where I heard it.
Inaugural.
So this lady, there's plenty of, if you want to go to Craigslist, there's plenty of pool table movers on Craigslist.
Oh, tons of them. You can get them
Craigslist. I got my first scam call. Both of them were scams. I got two calls on my car.
They actually called or they emailed?
No, they email relay. I don't put my real. I'm doing the relay service. But what they're doing is, one said, "Oh, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I want to talk to you direct. I'll email you directly." So I did, and I said, and then he never answered back because I know he Googled me. And
why do they want?
Then the other guy said he's Mark Lloyd, and he's in Dubai right now for Mark Lloyd Furs. And he's going to send his assistant. And he used really bad English, broken English. Even in writing, I could see the accent. And it was like, it was so bad. And then he said he wanted to know if I'd accept, if he could send his assistant over, Susie. What a joke.
Oh, Susie's nice.
Just,
why do so many of them want to get your email address? Are there something they can do with it? Or?
No, they want to talk to you directly. They don't want to be relayed.
Oh, okay.
I need to move this though. This car's just going down in value every month.
They can help you with that consolidation. We worked with a customer recently who called. They wanted to consolidate their bills. We were able to do that. They were saving a grand total of $1,100 a month. We showed them how to pay $600 of that apply back towards their new mortgage. They are going to be completely debt-free.
Is that Kobe's wife there that he gave the big diamond ring?
No, he divorced her a long
Oh,
time
he did?
Yeah.
7,000 ideal home loans.
Did he lose a bet and have to wear those clothes? Did you see those? Look at it. Look on the right.
Oh, here, that's not him.
Oh, who is?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's that. Is that?
Oh, that's
Boxer?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
I thought he won. He didn't have to lose.
No, that's a bad Christmas gift.
Celebrities getting lit. I love how TMZ, they're just like, oh, they mean literally getting lit. This is stupid.
I like that guy from TMZ. He's Mark Levine, I guess it is.
No.
Is it Mark Levine?
Mark Levine, he's a guy on...
he's a singer.
No,
You're thinking of the gay guy.
Yeah. Mark Levine, isn't he the talk show host, the real conservative talk show?
No, Mark Levine's a
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got the wrong guy.
No, Mark Levine's a singer.
No, he's also a talk show host. You're right about, or something with Levine.
Yeah, I'm going to spell
He's
it.
like an
Who's
angry...
the guy that's the head of TLZ, that hosts TLZ?
Mark something.
Mark?
Oh, yeah, you're right. There is two Mark Levine.
Lunch.
Isn't it Mark Levine, too?
Yeah,
Here, Mark Levine.
Here's the Mark Levine I was talking
Let's see him.
Oh, that's right. That's the wrong
Right,
one.
that's what it's...
Anyway, he's
Lunch.
Not lunch. I'm going to show you who I was talking
Is that Mark Levine on
Poor
TLZ?
guy off Facebook.
Oh, that guy's a real talent.
Which one?
The one on TLZ.
Oh.
Here he is right here.
He did a interview with
Real
Trump.
estate young leader. So there. In your face!
Jeez, Mark. You should have been a lawyer. You could have been right up there with Bill Hillary and stuff. Yeah, I don't think oral sex is sex.
I did not have sexual relations.
I did not have a 3-year relationship with what was her name?
Jennifer Flowers.
Jennifer Flowers.
I did not have sex with that woman.
It was 3 years, 11 months, and 8 days.
But technically, BJ is not sex. Well, that was the whole argument, right? What was the is part, though? There was also
he said he didn't have sexual relations with her, and then the blue dress came up.
Yeah.
Blue dress was the sinking.
Stained blue dress.
You sure it was blue?
Yep. Absolutely.
It was blue.
I need get it blue.
Literally.
You know.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, and I mean anywhere. One Clear Choice Garage Doors for your garage door needs. One Clear Choice. Just remember that. It's such a cool name, right? And they are every bit as good as the name One Clear Choice for your garage repairs, doors. Anything to do with the door. Anything. The spring, the bolts, the door itself, the opener. You will not do better than Chappie and his team. He's a former Marine, and I'll tell you, he runs this place. They look great. They have ethics. They're polite. They're quick. They're efficient. You'll just love this company. 303-565-6409. Great value, too. 303-565-6409. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Okay, so I want to also open up the lines for some fun stuff as well. This week is a little laid back. Let's just face it.
You know the oddest show ever I did here?
What?
Oddest was when you went up for that, what'd you call it, the eclipse. Remember you flew up there?
Yeah.
That was the strangest day ever, man.
Why?
Because everybody in the world was dealing with the eclipse. It was right in the middle of the show. It was nuts.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was so weird, man. Even you were gone. You you disappeared. We couldn't get a hold of you.
Oh, yeah, because we were in the middle of nowhere.
Literally the middle of nowhere. In darkness.
In fact, I ran into Clint.
Was he up there?
It wasn't even planned. It wasn't even planned. I get to the field. I land in this field.
And he's there.
And I get out, and he's there and says, "You want some sandwiches?" He had his
RV.
Serious? No, he had his family in his RV there, and he fed us.
Someone,
and Ross Kaminsky fed us.
Kaminsky said when you guys landed, this group of these wheelchairs just started heading towards you. And these, what are those called? The little rascals.
People.
No, they weren't. No, they had four-wheelers and stuff. The first time we landed was at the Lake McConaughey, and it was, the people that live around there for the summer that go up to isn't it McConaughey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And all of the people up there, they call it the Redneck Riviera. So it was, people were,
That explains why Clint was there.
And then from there we flew to that ranch where we saw the total eclipse, or we were like, I don't know, 99% or something. And Clint was there at the ranch, and we had a ball. So, but anyway, what I want to do is I'll take all of your calls, of course, on consumer problems, questions, and complaints. But I want you to really reflect back on the year. What do you think was something that stood out, either on this show as far as the #1 ripoff? I want to try to find the #1 scumbag of the year.
That's right. You got to beat Kalen Eccles. He was last year's.
Was he 2017?
Nigel.
Oh, no, he was 16.
16.
I think it was Kevin Nigel, the spray paint marks for 17 grand. Remember
yeah,
that?
Pretty bad, dude.
Whatever, or you can just, whatever you want to reflect on, and I'll give you the 15 seconds to rant as well. Now, people have been doing pretty well with that, keeping within 15 seconds, and I will say nothing. I mean nothing. So you can do an on-air review. You can do whatever you want on that for 15 seconds. And then why am I special? So why am I special? That you call up and tell us why you're special. You might have a product or a service. So I'm going to open it up for all of that fun stuff this week. Mike wants to talk about his Mitsubishi. What is happening, Mike?
Well, I've had it for a year, and I haven't ever had any trouble with it starting. And then 2 days ago, it tried to start it, and it lagged for about 1 second, and then started up.
It just, when you say lag, okay, is it out completely now?
So yesterday I went out and tried to start it again.
Hold on. Wait, here's what we're going to do. Let's get a mechanic on to answer, to help you out. Let's get someone from maybe Pro Auto Care about that. Hold on.
Sounds like his battery's going dead.
You know what I bet it is.
Nut
behind the wheel.
You were talking about you fell out of the chair. He just about got me out of the chair with the blue
Why
dress.
special?
Blue dress. God, I was choking
Hit
over
and
it.
get.
That was funny as hell.
Hit and get. What else? Why I'm special. Hit and get. And 15. That's the 15 seconds. Why I'm special.
Christmas gifts.
And Christmas gifts.
Scumbag of the year.
Yeah.
I think it should be Kalen Eccles again.
And then story of the year.
Yeah, does it have his daughter?
Now that his daughter. No, Kalen Eccles' daughter. Only if she's like 13, though.
And in a wheelchair.
God, that was so funny, you guys. And was that just Suzanne yesterday with that gift card? Let's give the gift card to the homeless. How did I not know that wouldn't go fucking off without a hitch? Every time, people. Are we ever going to learn?
I'll run it up there. 10 people said they would run it up there.
Yeah, I know. That's great, too. Hey, you got any cash going up that way either? Any big screen TVs we can deliver for you?
It's got to be unmarked.
Hey, gift cards of any sort. We'll be happy to run them up.
World's steepest. There's a place in town called Step 13.
Oh yeah. Well, it used to be.
I don't know if it's still around, but my wife got a bunch of those $10 Burger King coupon things to give to homeless people. The first 3 people she gave them to read them and threw them on the ground. Oh God, I've never heard my wife.
Were they buy one get one free?
No, they were $10 cash coupons they threw them on the ground. Oh God.
First time I brought Suzanne to New York City, we're literally upstate. We hop on a bus from like Albany-ish and head down to the city. It's Christmas Eve. City's like empty. It's gorgeous down there. And my cousin goes with us, Matthew. His mom sends him with some homemade cookies. So we get off, and Matt's handing this homeless guy these homemade cookies. The homeless guy got so mad that it wasn't money. I was laughing my ass off. And Matt just couldn't believe that this guy didn't want his fucking cookies. He just wanted money. Yeah.
But I want my Tupperware back.
My Tupperware back.
Where was that from?
I don't think I would have eaten my aunt's cookies either. The homeless guy was smart. They looked like waffles. I still remember them. They were Italian cookies. They looked like really flat waffles. But they had they were very...
Swedish, I bet.
Almost no sugar. A little bit.
Right.
Yeah, they tasted like a pancake.
Yeah. I think it's Swedish. I don't think it's
I think they're
Italian.
Well, I think they're... My Uncle Mario's 100% Italian, like from Italy.
Yeah. The Swedes make something like that. Only they roll it in a thing, but there's like no taste to it.
Are you talking about when they roll them too tight and the stuff squirts out at you.
Some coffee?
Blue dress again.
Now I gotta find it. Okay, so Italian, gross cookies.
I think that's where it come up.
Did you read the 6th one?
No, what is it?
16-year-old got a job. Does he have to pay child support?
Oh my God. That is a hell of a question. Of course he would, right? Does a minor have to pay child support?
Great question.
Or can you force the parents of the minor to pay child support?
I would say, I don't know.
Bonnie Shields.
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
Doesn't happen very often, I wouldn't think. So he quit school? Or was it just an after
Even if he
school
didn't
job?
quit school.
After school job?
And maybe he's just shaking other kids down for their lunch money.
I think it's only fair he does. I mean,
here, this Italian cookie. Hold on. What were those horrible cookies my Aunt Muriel made when we went to New York City? They were terrible.
Nate couldn't make it in because he had a
Even
sugar
the
rush.
homeless wouldn't take
yogurt and broccoli.
Here they are right here. They're these.
Oh, so they're all fancy.
Italian waffle cookies. Exactly what I just described. Oh, she calls them gazelles.
Dan, on a more serious note, there was a thing on History Channel we recorded a couple weeks ago about, you know, the Kennedy who shot, the guy who shot
Oswald?
Oswald.
How long did it take you to watch The Return? Are they half-hour or one-hour episodes?
Wow. I'll tell you about it later, but the time proves that
It's really intriguing. It's really
stations, all free.
VMware Inc. is hiring technical support engineer to analyze, test, troubleshoot, and evaluate VMware virtual infrastructure and...
The Return?
Return.
So there's two The Return?
Wait. No. It's called Resurrection. I'm sorry, Mark. But it's based on the book The Return, and also they call the people The Return. It's called Resurrection.
I found a Netflix one called The Return.
I know, and that's good too.
Is it the same one?
They're the similar premise. They're different though.
Which one was better?
I think this one.
And it's called Resurrection. Resurrection. See. Okay, Resurrection TV show. I see.
I'm a binger. I have a voracious appetite. The stuff I watch, I mean, God, I love good dramas. It kind of helps me escape. I swear to God.
You guys got me stuck on Dexter.
But I don't really sit down and just. It's weird. I'm doing it while I'm working in my car. I listen to it all the time. I mean,
I do that.
And then, or books on tape. Either that or books on tape. And then when I'm on the toilet or anytime I have spare moments, I turn it on. I just love. You know, it does a lot for my creative. I love the more you read and the more, or you listen to good dramas, the more you learn how to write and tell stories. It's really fun. I want to help you. Mark, is the Surface? My son wants a Surface. Are they pieces of junk?
No, they're nice ones. They're proud of them like an Apple.
But they're a lot. They used to be cheaper, man. I thought I used to.
They make well, you're going to want to get them the Pro. They're not cheap. It's over $1,000. I bet. If you get them the real cheap one, it's more like a fancy tablet. But the Surface, the Pro, I mean, it's
can he draw on the cheaper one?
He can do anything. Well, he can do it. What do you mean draw?
He wants to do artwork.
Yeah, he can do that. Yeah, that's no problem.
Well,
the cheaper one ain't that cheap. I mean, it's cheaper, but it ain't that cheap. The full-blown one is actually good for production stuff. I mean, they're really getting up there like Apple. Without the little kids making them and dying.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We are going to try to help all of you with your consumer problems, questions, and complaints, of course, as we always do. But being a kind of weird holiday week leading up to the holiday, we're going to ask for reflections on the show or the past year, anything that stood out in your mind as far as an issue. Isn't this the...
Or if you heard something and wonder how it ever turned up because you didn't hear the follow-up.
What about Trump? That was this year. It wasn't his inauguration in January where it was the largest one ever. The largest crowds gathered to praise him than any other president in in any history?
Ever. It was bigger than the Revolutionary War.
They showed all the empty fields, and he said, oh, it was big. I mean, but see, this is the thing I think.
Photoshopped.
Why does he do this kind of thing? Why does he care? He engages in all that
Don't you
stuff.
love it, though?
No, I think he wastes time engaging in such tripe.
I don't.
Well,
I think he's saying, here, look over here while I'm doing something else.
I don't. This hour brought to you by Become the Banker. Do you know what that means? You can become the banker. Listen, I want to get right down to it and tell you about it. Become the Banker is a concept. It's a solid concept I want you to check out. There are seminars going on next week. Please check it out. And becomethebanker.info will show you my video. And I truly want feedback. I mean that. I want feedback after you look at it. Or you can call and talk directly to a representative. Here's what it is. It's a special investment-grade life insurance policy that you buy for yourself. But the purpose is not the life insurance. But you have to have the life insurance to do the other part. The government allows you to overfund life insurance policies, and all the money in a life insurance policy grows tax-free. So when they earn dividends, and they don't invest in the stock market, they do bonds and they do other life insurance. So life insurance itself is the product. They then pay a dividend, and they guarantee you a 4% rate of return, tax-free, plus a dividend, and that money grows in an account. If you put in money so much a month, you can borrow that money right away. Many people borrow it to buy a car, and they pay themselves back instead of paying a credit card or a car payment. You can buy appliances, and then you pay yourself back with interest. It grows. This interest is more money you're sheltering. The more money you put in it, the more that is sheltered. It grows tax-free. That's what I mean by sheltered. Then, later on in life, you borrow it regularly as income, like a paycheck. Like every month, you write a check to yourself, and you don't pay it back, you don't pay taxes on it, and you exhaust it. That's the idea. And it's still growing while it's in there. The idea is never to pay it back. Then when you die, the life insurance policy pays the loans. It's a great investment. It's a great concept. Please check it out. And if you don't like it, that's fine. But I also would like you to tell me about it, your honest-to-God opinion, after you go to the seminar or after you see the video. 303-779-6600, becomethebanker.info. Kirk has a highlight from the show he wants to reminisce about, and I ask people, reminisce about the news or something that happened over the year that you thought was pretty special. Go ahead.
Say good morning.
Hey.
On the lighter side of things, I do appreciate what you do for everybody.
Thank you.
In Colorado.
Thank you.
Show. It's just amazing.
We love
some of your stories. But one time I was driving, listening to your show, and I about drove off the road laughing so hard when the lady called you Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
She did.
Like 3 times.
And you guys just played into it, and you just let her roll with it.
Yes.
I got so much media play over that. I put up pictures of Geraldo and you on Facebook.
Yeah. You know,
listen to that. That's it. Do it.
Geraldo.
He has the Bruiser, or Brutus. I mean, he kept it. So listen, Kirk, I'm glad that I'm happy that you listen. Thank you, and feel free if you want to come in as a common man anytime you want to come in. We love regular listeners. Suzanne, if he wants to do it, talk to him. If not, that's fine. That's Kirk. Let's go to Al. Al Ramos is the owner, of course, operator of Pro Auto Care, 25 years, going strong. His daughter works with him. His son works with him. I love it. Your daughter, what a lovely girl, just picked up my car this morning for service. And
yeah, I got both twins working for me.
Oh, they're great. And Al, I
didn't know he had twins.
Yes. Now, here's the deal. Double the trouble, right, Al? Or double the blessings too.
You've experienced that.
So what we're talking about now. By the way, I had my car taken to Al, and it just has a few thousand miles on it. It's the very first service. He keeps track of all these services for me. You don't have to, not that I don't want to, I love Rolly, but you don't have to go back to a dealer for your regular service. And it just so happens that it was very convenient, and Al is close by. He has one.
And the beautiful is that the vehicle's perfect. There's not a scratch on it.
Oh, thank you. Listen, so he really does my maintenance. Al, he does maintenance for everyone basically, and he does fleet maintenance. So I'm calling you about this because this guy calls and says his Mirage isn't starting, and I don't know what happened to it, but let's just talk to him about it because I have no idea. It could be anything, I guess. But Mike, how many miles on this 2015 Mirage?
About 60.
60. Okay, Mike, were you having any kind of issues before the non-start issue?
The tire pressure warning light stays on and/or flashes, and the dealer said that means it's faulty.
What light was that?
I had them do a seat bag recall service last week ago today.
Okay. But that's it. What light did you say flashed?
Huh?
What light was it that flashed? The seat belt?
No, the tire pressure warning light has been flashing for 3 months.
Oh my God! That tire pressure thing drives me crazy on every car I've ever had.
Now Tuesday night, a week ago today, I stopped on the edge of the freeway, and it was at night, and I couldn't see that there was an 8-inch drop, so the bottom of the frame got stuck for a few minutes on the edge of the concrete until I was able to get it out of there. But I don't know that would anything scraped underneath the car would cause it not to start.
So you said it began with a hesitation when you went to start. What happened? Explain that.
2 days ago only. It started fine since I've had it for the last year.
Yeah.
2 days ago, I started it up, and there was about a 1 second hesitation. And then yesterday, I went out to start it, and it just turns over, but it won't catch.
It goes ying 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 like that.
Yeah, it sounds like it wants to start, but it won't.
Okay, but and a few days ago you pressed the button or you turned the key and it waited 1 full second and then started, and now it just turns yin 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 yin, cranks, but it doesn't start. Al, what do you think? I mean, I know it could be anything, but man, what is it usually when a car doesn't start?
So he's saying, are you saying that you turned it over? It turned over but wouldn't fire.
Crank no start out.
It's cranking.
Yeah. Okay, so the no fire is a couple of things. You can either have an electrical, which is your ignition, or you could have fuel delivery, which is a fuel pump, okay? If you had a bad spot on the motor, which is the fuel pump, it could be hitting that. It could be a problem with that. But that kind of miles, it's kind of iffy. I mean, that's pretty low miles, but nothing's impossible. The thing the only way you would know that is to put a fuel pressure gauge on it. The fuel pressure gauge tells you exactly what's going on. You also, the second question is check engine lights. Do you have any check engine lights coming on?
Does anything come on?
No. All the warning lights come on when you start it, but they go out once the car hits.
Right.
Yeah. Because what that leads to, you start thinking about, okay, crank sensor, the crank position sensor. That tells it when to fire. If that starts going out, that can cause a nose start. It could be a connection or a faulty sensor.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm throwing up a lot of different things. It's one of those things that are tough. But when they start doing that kind of stuff, sometimes they get worse and leave you stranded. That's what you don't want to have.
Exactly. That happened to me. So Al came in. I have roadside assistance with Al. But Al, when you have a car that when it doesn't start with about 60,000 miles, what would your hunch be? What would your hunch be on a Mitsubishi?
Real simple. I mean, I'm always going to fuel a spark. I mean, fuel is so common. We see so many fuel pumps go out on cars. It's just unbelievable. We just see a lot of it. And I just wonder if that's just the quality of manufacturers. Doesn't matter. Straight down the line, AC, Delco, the Japanese brands. So those are the first place I turn to. The Mitsubishi, definitely. We change tons of fuel. But the next thing I'm going to look at is I'm probably not suspect of a coil. I'm probably going to look at either the ECM or something producing what's going on there with the spark. That's so easy to hook up a scope because if my crank sensors, position sensors, not giving me a signal, then I can't fire. And
now, where are you located? What part of town are you located, Mike?
I'm 2.5 hours southeast of Colorado Springs.
Oh my gosh! I didn't realize.
He's just a hop, skip, and a jump from out.
Wow, holy crap.
I could take the RV. I could take my RV.
And camp out. Geez, Mike, is there a way he can check on his own? Is there a way he can check if it's delivering fuel? Huh? Al?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed you.
Is there a way he can check fuel if it's delivering? No?
Can't. It's a pressurized system. It's all sealed.
Ah.
You have to crack the banjo fittings and not know.
There's no way. I had somebody here yesterday trying to help me, and he said that when I turned the ignition on, he could hear the fuel pump start up or something.
Right. You can hear them running. Yeah, absolutely.
But that doesn't mean they're pumping.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it has pressure. That's the whole thing. So
yeah.
It really narrows down to those two things. But I know that's pretty broad.
Yeah.
Fuel or spark.
And he's 2.5 hours away. We can't help him there. But man, Mike, I don't know what to tell you. It's broke. Needs to get fixed. Geez, I have no other suggestion, Mike. I mean, he's saying it's either fuel or spark. In his opinion, it's probably fuel, based on what he's done with Mitsubishis in the past. This is an interesting question. Jay, go ahead, Jay.
Yes, I was wondering, my 16-year-old son wants to get a job. If he does, do I have to keep paying child support?
Now, is your 16-year-old living with you?
No, he lives with his grandparents.
Okay, so do they have custody?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. That's an interesting question. What if he supports himself? What is this guy's obligation for child support? And we'll talk about that. You may think it's a slam dunk answer. It might be, but we're going to explore that and more. Whatever your question, problem, or complaint, give us a call. And if you ever have a problem where you need a fresh start, winkandwink.com. With the holidays coming up, don't please overcharge your credit cards and get more in debt. If you're right on the brink, don't keep going thinking I'll just make it a bankruptcy. Do you know a trustee can disallow recent charges if you had an anticipation of going bankrupt? They can go back 90 days. So please consult Wink and Wink. Don't wait. If you have a problem, they can give you good advice. Chapter 13s or Chapter 7s, 303-410-1720, 410-1720.
Was had to pay child support.
I didn't know. That's what I thought he was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I did too. And that would be a good question if we get somebody on to answer that.
What's that? What, 16?
Yeah, if a 16-year-old has to pay like we thought.
I would love to know that, or more curious, do his parents. You would assume his parents have to pick up the liability.
That's a great question.
It would have to be the parents, right?
You know, I found out that if you have a disabled child,
how can you have done this 38 years and never had that question?
Yes. Which one?
The question whether or not a 16-year-old has to pay child support.
Yes, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Now, here's one.
Because they get, there's lots of...
Hold on. We had one where a guy got a girl pregnant when he was a minor. He was 15 or 16. And then they caught up with him 10 years later.
He'd have to pay afterwards.
I forget what it was, but we had that problem. And I think, don't hold me to it, I think he wasn't liable at all.
I guess he was a kid.
At all. Now,
I guess that makes sense.
For the back child support.
Because
your criminal record drops at 18.
He was a kid, and he wasn't responsible. So why would you then invoke it? Because when he turned 18, he didn't go do it. He did it when he was a kid. I think.
Wow. That's a good. Let's ask all three questions of mine.
And I got another one I heard, and this might not be true at all, but I heard that if your ex-wife gets pregnant and does not name the new guy on the birth certificate, that the ex-husband can be in line for the child support.
No.
That seems so wrong.
No. The ex-husband absolutely. Wait. Let me get this straight. If the new husband is not, she's remarried?
No, she's not remarried.
Okay. What does she do? She has a kid.
She gets pregnant again after the divorce, but will not name that guy because he's.
They have to have a paternity.
In fact,
not
now,
this happens.
Well, listen. Here's the other thing. This just real quick.
Hispanic guy claims that he's paying child support.
We've had situations where a father took they had babies, and then they're getting a divorce, by the way, and they had a paternity test because he got pissed off.
Yeah.
And it wasn't his child.
Yep.
But he still
has to pay.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It was his child.
Because he raised that kid, the courts look at it.
Okay, that's what this Hispanic guy was telling me.
It's your child.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't matter if she tricked you.
Right.
And really, truly, I mean, like, let's just say Bonnie, you know, I found out that somebody fooled around and Bonnie, there's no way I would give him up. I mean, he's your child, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that guy was right.
Don't you think that, Mark? It's like you can't go back and.
You know, Tom, my wife and I put two families together. We do not call anybody a step anything. It's my daughter. It's her son. Mm-hmm. It's just that way.
Well,
period.
That's the way I did it too.
Yeah.
Until, yeah.
And you know, it's easier. It's less complicated, and it makes everybody closer.
Now, what happens if it was a cousin?
First cousin or second cousin? I heard that first cousins are allowed to marry in some states, too.
Probably like Arkansas, Oklahoma,
yeah.
Texas.
Will help you move from burnout to breakthrough. You may be just one myth away from total liberation. Discover your unique potential and
They used to literally always keep it in the family for dynasties. I mean, the king and queen for years.
The blue blood.
They were all
so many mental illnesses.
Yeah, in blue blood, the hemophilia was carried through the house of
pain.
It's true though. They're all.
Look at it riding a moose.
That's incredible, isn't it? Look at the size of that creature, man.
Oh, that's Teddy.
Oh, look, Photoshop.
Oh, is it okay?
Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah. Cut and paste.
Oh, yes. He never rode a moose.
Hey, he was his was a bull moose party.
Yes, it was.
Bull moose.
Yeah, he started a party.
He started the park service. He's quite a guy.
Who is this?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Who started Social Security?
Franklin D.
Franklin. Yeah.
Roosevelt.
He was a serial killer.
Who's that?
Kind of looks like Howard Stern, isn't that weird?
A little bit. Yes, he does. The nose and stuff.
The hair.
Yeah.
He's a serial killer. He was on the dating game, and then years later they found out.
I heard about that.
Was that one of the ones she killed?
It happens.
It just happened. He didn't mean to do it. 5 times.
I bet you didn't notice the mistake in Forrest Gump. What's on his hat? Maybe that's it.
Hi, Tom Martino here.
Welcome, 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So, Jay, I need to ask a little background, just a little here. I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. And just
Thank you.
Quickly, Jay, how old is your son? Right now, 15? He's just turning 16? Okay.
Yes.
And where is the biological mom?
She passed away 3 years ago.
Oh, my goodness. Now, were you with her at the time? Were you married?
No, it was wedlock, but we were still close. I was still very active. It was just unfortunate.
Okay, so you guys were never married then?
No.
Okay, and the boy started living with grandparents after she died?
Yes, the mother was living with the grandparents during her last couple of days, and they just absorbed custody.
Who has legal custody, or who had legal custody?
She did, and then I went to court, and it became 50-50.
Okay, 50-50, and now it's still 50-50. I mean, actually, you never went to court, so the grandparents don't automatically have custody right now.
Actually, we did go to court, and they do.
Oh, you did that within a few days. Okay. So the grandparents, or when your wife was sick probably, who knows. But right now, you have 50% custody, and they have 50% custody. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And based on the formula, you're paying child support.
Correct.
How much?
$165 a month.
Okay. Man, that's not much. Okay, $165. So now you're paying $165, and the boy wants to work. Your question is, does that offset child support in any way? So Bonnie Shields, in the formula, do they consider the child earning potential, or if the child is making money? That may sound foolish to some, but really, let's say he had a really good job making money. Would that enter into the formula?
It could.
There is a place in the formula where you plug in if the child has an income. But if this is the normal, get a little job after school or on the weekends, that's probably not going to fly. It would be more like if this child was really making a good income and handing it over to grandparents to help defray the costs.
Okay. Now, what if he was making a really good income? Let's say he was a website developer or something, and he's 17, and he's making a good amount of money.
A YouTuber.
But not handing it over. Would that matter?
It might. It might. Either way, you'd have to file a motion with the court asking the court to modify that support, for those reasons. And
yeah.
Yeah, if he's just blowing it all, and he's making $50,000 a year or something like that, then yeah, the court could absolutely modify it. But
because it's considered part of the other side. It goes into the formula.
In the court papers,
yes.
It doesn't specify how long that. It doesn't really specify till 18 if he goes to college.
That's because that's governed by statute. It's through his 18th year.
Okay.
So when he turns 19.
Stops at age 19, right.
Okay, well, his birthday's in January, so, in 2 years, he'll have about 6 months left of high school left. So after high school or when he turns 18?
It's when child support stops when he turns 19. The day he turns 19.
Tom, it can actually be extended until he has graduated high school.
Okay, so that's the exception, high school, or could it be college as well?
No, not college, but...
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so Jay, it's either one.
Take me back to court if he goes to college?
No, it's going to end when he gets a high school diploma or age 19, whichever happens.
Okay, high school.
Right.
Whichever happens later, right?
Right.
So if he turns 19 and then he graduates, and your obligation for everything ends except he's still your son, and if he wants to go to college, no, you don't automatically have to pay.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, not unless there's some written agreement already in place. The court doesn't have the authority to just come up with hey, you need to pay for college. But sometimes people agree to that early on.
I can tell Mark is bugged a little here.
No, I'm not bugged. I got a totally separate question.
Oh, I thought, okay, let's ask
I'm intrigued.
Let's ask that separately. But I'm intrigued, too. Jay, I hope that answered your question. Did it?
It does.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now, Jay, we can get rid of Jay. But, I thought you were bugged because, he's wondering how soon can he get out of this thing. And I'm just...
Well, it's not my fault he's a bum, but that's got nothing to do with the rest of it.
Bum, but, and then the question about, do they have to take me to court for him to go to college? And I just felt a little... awkward. I felt like saying, come on, man, he's your son.
Why are you calling him a bum?
Because of his attitude, he meant.
It's not that weird. I mean, he didn't want to... Whatever, but that's not even what I was looking that way for.
Now, Bonnie, we do have a question. You want me to ask it? We were discussing...
Yeah, ask it.
We were discussing if a kid fools around and he's 14 and impregnates a woman, is he responsible for child support?
And let's take two scenarios. One, she's 18, and one, she's 14.
Right. So let's just take two 14-year-olds, and the girl gets pregnant. Is the boy responsible legally for anything?
Or his parents?
Yeah, well, she'll tell us that.
Well, Tom, I'm not aware of anything in the statute that says if you're beneath a certain age, you're not responsible when you get somebody pregnant. So without doing any research, I would assume that, yes, that person would be legally responsible.
Okay. Yeah.
Not make their parent then legally responsible to make sure that child support gets paid. I don't know. I've not had...
Here's what I think in the past happened. I think we've had this question in the past, and they were not responsible because they were a minor. But I might be wrong. I mean, I'd like to find out. So...
And that could be. That could be. Tom.
Where do we look to find out? That's not a simple question. Where do we... So...
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be in the case law or in the actual...
Right. It might be common law. And then the other one was, if he was responsible, and then, is not responsible, then when he turns 18, can they come back after him after an adult? My answer would be, if he's not responsible at 14, they can't re-invoke responsibility just because he turns 18. But again, we don't know for sure if he's responsible or not, so we need to